Chapter 1. Blood and Wisdom. The air in the imperial infirmary hummed with the scent of crushed herbs, and the metallic tang of blood. Outside, the domes of Hagia Sophia gleamed under the midday sun. But here, in the dimly lit chambers of the great palace, the true miracles of Constantinople were unfolding not in gold or marble, but in the steady hands of healers. Among them stood Dr. Theodorus of Alexandria, his dark fingers moving with precision as he sutured a deep wound on the arm of a wounded soldier. The man groaned, but Theodorus' voice was calm, his words a blend of Greek and Coptic, the languages of his dual heritage. "Breathe," he murmured. "The pain will pass. The body remembers how to heal." This was no ordinary healer. Theodorus was one of the black physicians who had journeyed from the lands of Nubia and Ethiopia, bringing with them ancient knowledge of herbs, bone setting, and the art of bloodletting. In the Byzantine Empire, where Greek philosophy and Arab medicine collided, these healers were revered not just for their skill, but for their wisdom. The soldier's wound was severe, a gash from a Saracen blade, but Theodorus had seen worse. He had treated emperors and beggars alike, his reputation stretching from the streets of Constantinople to the courts of distant princes. His methods were unorthodox. Some whispered that he used Nubian incantations alongside Greek remedies, but results were undeniable. As he worked, a young apprentice, Elias, watched with wide eyes. "Master," the boy asked, "how do you know when to cut and when to stitch?" Theodorus smiled, his voice rich with the cadence of a man who had spent years in both deserts and libraries. "The body tells you, Elias. Blood speaks. The flesh remembers. Wisdom is not just in the books, it is in the hands, in the heart." Outside, the sounds of the city drifted in, merchants haggling in the agora, the distant chant of monks, the clatter of hooves on cobblestones. But here, in this sacred space, time moved differently. The Byzantine Empire was a crossroads of the world, and its greatest healers were the ones who understood that knowledge had no color, no border. Theodorus finished his work, wrapping the soldier's arm in clean linen soaked in myrrh and honey. The man sighed in relief. "You have the hands of an angel," he murmured. Theodorus chuckled. "No, my friend, just the hands of a man who listens." As the soldier was carried away, Elias lingered. "Master, will you teach me the Nubian way?" Theodorus' eyes gleamed with quiet pride. "The Nubian way is not just in the herbs, Elias. It is in the respect for life. It is in knowing that every wound has a story, and every story has a cure." The boy nodded, absorbing the lesson. This was more than medicine, it was a legacy. And so, in the heart of Constantinople, where empires rose and fell, the true healers of the age carried on their work, not with swords, but with scalpel and salve, not with conquest, but with care. The story of the black surgeons of Byzantium was just beginning.